Good morning, my guys. It's your boy again, Mr. Smenders, back for another vlog 9. And we about to spend the New Year's lit. Hope. Reading is fundamental, health is wealth. Reading is fundamental, health is wealth. Early morning. Gotta start working out again. See the books. Book vlog. About to start a book, ladies and gentlemen. Books, nigga. Get your mind right, nigga. Get your mind right. Good morning again. Sorry about that. I just gotta get my book life right. But yeah, man, I always wanted to write a book, man. I always wanted to learn about writing a book, learn the ins and outs on writing a book. I used to write back, like, I probably was like 10, 11. I used to want to be like a director in my head. I don't know why. Like, I was writing like little movie plays, and I remember one. It was like I copied snakes on a plane, and I said some huff shit like snakes in a car or something, and the snake was coming out the car, and it was crazy. I had characters, and it was like a fiction or whatever, non-fiction, one of those like. But yeah, I always wanted to write a book. This time I wanted to be about me. You know what I'm saying? I went through a lot. I'm still going through a lot. You know what I'm saying? And I want to be honest with people. I feel like I could put it and put the pen to the paper and get my feelings and my anxieties and my fears out on the paper. They say it's a saying. They say that writing is therapeutic. Like when you express your feelings and your pain non-verbally, it, written on the pen to the pad, the pen to the pad, is basically expressing. It's basically therapeutic. It's getting your thoughts out there. You know what I'm saying? Negating all the negative energy and putting it straight to the pad. You know what I'm saying? Through your spirit's working through the pen type shit. You know what I'm saying? So definitely learning. I want to learn about how to get publishing. You know what I'm saying? Like how to get the right publishing. Maybe even start my own publishing company. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure I know a lot of people I heard people wanting to learn how to write books and start off writing their books. I know a couple people that wrote books. One of my friends' fathers wrote a book called "The Killer Rat," the Rats on a Train or something like that, and his book did well. He got it published. He got it, not syndication. I think that's like when you get on Times, you get mainstream and stuff. But yeah, he was paying me on about it. He told me it took a year or two. You know what I'm saying? But once he started writing, he was fluent. He knew where he wanted to go, the plot, the climax, setting. He knew what in the ins and outs that he wanted to talk about throughout the whole book's entirety. So I'm pretty sure that I'll be able to make my bibliography or documentary or autobiography about my life and about what I'm going through, and hopefully people could relate. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure people gonna relate because I'm gonna try to be as vulnerable as I can be while I'm writing this book. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna definitely have to plot out piece by piece, like where I want this book to start, how I want the book to finish, what I want to talk about, what characters that I want to implement in the story. You know, it's gonna be a good book. I think about it a lot. You know what I'm saying? And I always wanted to be able to have people read about me. Like if I always wanted to write something and have people read and could relate to me, and then we could come to the table and share our feeling, vent. You know what I'm saying? Everybody needs somebody, that person that they can vent to, that they can confide in. You know what I'm saying? Why not put the pen to the paper and confide in my words, my own wisdom, and so that people could confide into that, not vent to me, but have something to come to and watch, or have and basically, you know what I mean? Have a cordial conversation, and I'm not even there. Like, you know what I'm saying? You just watching me on the screen. So I would rather that's therapeutic too, because I'm talking to you while I'm discussing the book situation and me writing a book. Starting my library right now. You know what I got there. I got The Secret. This is a good book by Rhonda Byrne. Basically about a couple philosophers, idealists, theorists. I'm not gonna say necessarily conspiracy theories, but let me make sure you get all the. But you know I gotta have that guy right there. You know I gotta have that guy in there. But not necessarily conspiracy theories, but more so on the strength of just positive affirmations and positive quotes. This is a good book. I gotta start. I didn't finish it. I gotta finish it. The Secret, though, I gotta get The Art of War next. Ooh, The Art of War, fire. Reading is fundamental, man. And they say, if you wanna hide something from a black man, put it in the book. So y'all better get the reading. Y'all better get the learning linguistics. You know what I'm saying? Stop always being kinesthetic. Learn, try to be both hand in hand. You know what I'm saying? You always want a balance in life. You always want to have a balance in life. This book is good. A Journey of a Broken Chain. It's by four strong women, you know what I mean? And they just telling their stories, telling their life experiences, what they went through, and basically how they're chain breakers, basically, like story of a broken chain, you know what I mean? Everybody can relate, men, women, even if it don't matter if you're a man, you can relate. Because men have a lot of chains that need to be broken, and maybe some chains that don't need to be broken, you know what I mean? But check that book out. It's a good book. Let's go down the line. We're gonna go down the line. See if I remember all of these books. Cause I be dabbling. I be starting books and I don't even be finishing the book. Cause I be on to the next book and I probably gotta stop doing that. I gotta probably learn how to finish the book. Maybe it's cause of the interest. I don't know. But I just be reading the book and then I'll stop reading the book and then go to another book. Some of these books I ain't even start reading yet, but I've been reading. But yeah, this one, Caught in the Struggle by C. Renee West, it's basically about a correctional officer. I know a lot of y'all want to be correctional officers, but if I'm not even going to tell you about her life. Just know it's about being a correctional officer, the pros and cons, uh, the ins and outs of the jail system, the prison system, and etc. Like, if you want to be a correctional officer, I'm not going second guess or make you have any doubts because it's a good career. But this is a good book. This is a book to read. This is a good book. What else? Let's go down the line. Which one? Oh, this is one of my. Oh my God! I gotta finish this. This book, being written by William Canescu. Canescu. Yeah, William Canescu. Being written. Yeah, I had to look at the book because this is a great book. Like, it's basically about a guy. He's narrating his every moment. In one moment, a lot of things is happening, and he's in a bar, basically writing about what's going on at those moments with those individuals. At the moment in the bar, that's the set in the bar. But then now the plot is how everyone that's in the bar is basically in the conundrum, like they in the situation where they gotta get out. I don't know if they gotta get out the bar yet because I ain't finished reading it, but everybody has a situation, has a dilemma, or has like a plot to the whole concept of the why he writing in the bar. Certain people he don't know. I think two people, Delia, and it's another guy, and then they meet people as they coming into the bar. Every time a person comes into the bar, he writes in his pen. He writes in the pad. Like it'll say like scratches on the desk, or like scratches on the pad, and someone hears scratches, but it really be him writing on the pad, like writing and about the person that's coming to the bar. And everybody has a chapter. Like, well, I don't know. Yeah, I'm pretty sure everybody has a chapter, but I only got up to Delia. So, and Delia is, whew, I ain't gonna tell you, but if you want to read this book, this is a great book by William Canescu, being written. Let's go down the line. We going down the line. I don't even care, man. What's this? Oh, Brave New World. This was a good book. You know what I mean? By Aldous Huxley. Aldous Huxley. Brave New World. It's a dystopian. I said dystopian. Utopian. It's a utopian world. A peace, upbringing, and no crime. You know, utopia and dystopia. Utopia is a world of peace and love and prosperity and no crime, and the dystopia is a world of crime and bad stuff happen, and you think the good people are good, but they're actually bad. Like, it's just a crazy mixture of utopian, dystopian worlds. Look them up. But yeah, that book is basically about a utopian world and how people how the world is one way, like a utopia is one way, it's peace. And one person out of the book, I think he was called a precog, or I think that's probably Minority Report, because that was a dystopian movie, but it was something, and they was called something like outcast, basically, like they was outcast, because in a utopian world, if you doing crime or you doing something that's not peaceful, you get outcasted, just as in the dystopian world. If you doing something that's not if you're not doing crime, or if you're not doing something that abides by the rule and the law of that government in the dystopian world, they outcast you. Like they send you to where the poor people live, or where they, you know what I'm saying, they segregate you to where those particular people are residing in that world. Like, you know what I'm saying? Perfect example, Minority Report, Equilibrium. If you've seen those movies, those are dystopian worlds. Like, you know what I'm saying? You can't really. That's why you see Tom Cruise um, go rogue on the people, because how he was gonna know, how was he gonna know that he was gonna murder somebody before he did it? If you seen that movie, The Minority Report, even Equilibrium, they was infecting people, and they was on a whole nother planet, I think, and then the people that didn't want the help, they went down, they sent them down in a dungeon or something like that, and they was living down there for years. So uh what's the dude name that played, what's Christian Bale, he played in Equilibrium. He played in he played the agent that went rogue, because they was trying to cap him. They was trying to cap him. He didn't want to follow the rules no more in the dystopian world, and he had to fight. He was the only person that really had to fight. Like, you know what I'm saying, and made it out. Got the poor people to understand, like, and basically the world. There's no in this, it's either you gonna abide by it or you're not. Like, you know what I'm saying? So eventually the government and the world would diminish, because it's trying to be utopian. Like, Matt, Tom Cruise didn't realize that the people he was working for was against him too. That the whole time. In the world like this is a utopian world though. Think about it. It's a good book. Let's go down the line. Let's go down the line. I ain't even gotta say too much about this. Y'all know what's going on when I show you this. You know what's going on when I show you this by Lois Lowry. I seen this movie too. I gotta watch it again. But this was a good movie and a good book. I don't even start this book. I ain't even start this book, and this is I've been supposed to this book. Word, The Giver. I watched the movie too. That's crazy. I forgot what it was. I knew it was like a community. I don't know if it was a dystopian world or not. And I knew the boy was going to the man, and the children or something. I don't know. I forgot. But I'm pretty sure it's a good book. It's probably better than the movie. The Giver though. I'm pretty sure y'all know about The Giver. The Slave. I ain't read this yet. I don't know what it's about, but pretty sure it's about a slave running away. By Julius Lester. We always got those books. Metropolitan on Mars by Oliver Sacks. Now this is I had to do this in school, and I just kept the book because I didn't read all the books in it. But this is basically a psychological book and a brain book, because it's about artists. It's about people. So I think it's about a mentally ill people. I'm not sure if it's about people with Asperger's and how the brain works, and in the case of the colorblind painter, it's all about psychological, mental things, like how to conform in certain situations and use your brain in certain situations. I gotta read more books, but I think I remember The Last Hippie, and I remember Metropolitan on Mars, if I'm not mistaken. I'm looking in it now to see if I remember The Surgeon's Life. See, I didn't read all these books. Proteges. It was about a blind. Yeah, I think I remember. I didn't read all the books though. I gotta read back in this book. I liked it. The Metropolitan on Mars by Oliver Sacks. Metropolitan on Mars. And then we could go to the big boys, the government. You know what I'm saying? The first family. David Bladacasy. Yeah, I'll probably get in trouble for saying what's in this book. We ain't even going. We got to be in the right room to talk about this book. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, this is a good book. Talk about Camp David. If for those of you who know about Camp David, y'all probably, I don't know if y'all do, but look up Camp David and look up the ins and outs on Camp David. Look up the military stuff on Camp David. Just look up the governmental facts and the little particulars on what go on in Camp David and not just necessarily what go on in Camp David. Why? Ask yourself why, man. This is a good book though. I started it and it was crazy. Shorty was an assassin. Camp David got raided. Yo, I don't even want to go into it. But look, the first family that book was called. What's the next one? Max Dupree. Leadership is an art, and I think it is too. You know, leadership. I feel like I lead by example. Like I don't have to. I don't consider myself a leader, but I know that I have to. I lead on my own. Like you don't have to call me a leader for me to take a leadership position, or you don't have to make me a lead for me to take a leadership position. I'm not good with authority. I like to work. I like to rule myself. I don't like to rule everybody else. You know what I'm saying? Because then I have to be a certain way, and people might not like that. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to be that type of person where I have to be, you know what I'm saying, a leader. You know what I'm saying? Knowing the art of it, and be a fucked up leader. You know what I'm saying? I want to be a leader that just leads by example and doesn't need a title to be a leader. Follow this. I'm not a follower, but I don't. I have to. In order to lead, I gotta follow somebody, right? In order to lead, I gotta see things that a leader might not be able to see. Like, so why would I want to be a? Why would I want all that baggage? Like, you know what I'm saying? Why can't just be a leader behind the leader? You ever heard of that? But yeah, we going down the line, man. We going down the line again. Leadership is an art. Remember that. Leadership is an art. Always remember that. By Max Dupree. You know what I mean? Human Persuasion. What else are you talking about? I didn't even read this book yet. Thoughtful, personal, everything you want to think about. You know what I'm saying? And leadership. 16th President, you know. You know what I'm saying? By David Colbert. I ain't get to read this yet, but I know it talk about a lot. Emancipation Proclamation, Civil War. I said Civil. Was it the Civil War? It was one of those wars. World War II, World War I. I don't know. It was one of those wars though. Emancipation Proclamation. You know what I mean? How we thought slavery was abolished, but it really wasn't. And I don't want to get into it. I could go on all day about that. But good, really, you gotta read that by David Colbert. Gotta definitely read that. This book right here, I gotta read this book too by Nancy Farmer. Look at that. The ear, the eye, and the arm. The ear, the eye, and the arm. I gotta see what this is about, boy. Look like a fiction or fairy tale. I don't even know. Fiction, fairy tale. What is it? And it's crazy. It's safe to say all these books did get published in the right ways. Like New York, some of these books is New York Times bestsellers. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to be up there when I write my book. Stay tuned. Stay tuned. Oh, it's a futuristic like that. It takes place in the year 2149. Imagine getting there. I'm trying to get there. 2149. And these is all the other. These is the last books right here on the bottom. You know, ask me questions. Ask me questions. I give you the answers. Ask me questions. I gotta read that. My grandmother always told me, when if I don't know nothing, ask a question. Ask questions, ask as many questions as you can. Definitely. By Marina Budhouse. Marina Budhouse. Orange is the New Clockwork. I watched this movie. It's about Britain or England somewhere, and I started reading it too. It's the word. Oh my God, this book is a brain buster. I ain't finished it. I got up to like page 90 something. Yeah, I ain't finished it, but hit the nigga in jail right now. White boy, nigga in jail about crime in England. I can't even get into it because it's just, oh man, crazy, crazy, crazy. This to have you, this to have your vocab lit, like your vocab lit. A Clockwork Orange by Anthony Burgess, and it's a movie, and I watched it. I didn't watch the whole movie, but I watched it, and I know what it's about. I know what it's about. They in England, and it's about crime in England and regular shit that go on in any other country, state, and the dude end up in jail, and then his friends tried to dip on him. There's a lot that went on in this in England. Crazy. Yeah. Yeah, and I got this little nigga. Little midget, man. This nigga, big little man, but a big heart and big soul. I don't probably agree with all his philosophy and everything, and his dictatorship. I don't even know if he was a dictator, but his actions spoke like it. You know what I'm saying? Emperor and conqueror, like, you know what I'm saying? Napoleon by Kimberly Houston. Yeah, that should be a good read. That should be a good read. You know what I'm saying? He was a French emperor. That should be definitely a good read. And last but not least, family, you know what it's time for. Detroit Red, nigga. And that's all I'ma say. That's all I'ma say about this, man. Detroit Red, nigga. If what he said, education is some, I forgot what he said. But he said that education lasts for a day or something like that, and uh 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 um you learn something for a day that you will learn for a lifetime or something. I forgot what it was. I'm gonna get it again, but you feel me? Just know I'm on it. Like, as long as I don't gotta remember it, but as long as I'm on it, I'm gonna remember it sooner or later. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just keep putting it in your knowledge, right? You not even gotta explain who this is. Niggas better get it together. You know what I'm saying? Malcolm, Michael, I said Michael, Martin Luther King, Malcolm X. You know what I'm saying? James Baldwin, Rosa Parks, Harriet Tubman. I could go down the list, man. Huey P. Maya Angelou. Y'all better get it together, man. But yeah, though. That's the book vlog. I'm if not today, vlog 9. Today's vlog 9. But if not today, cause today's New Year, I'm gonna definitely put out one. And I gotta do 10 today. I don't know what I'm gonna do it about, but I'm probably gonna learn. I'm probably gonna just make it a New Year's vlog and recap on the 10 vlogs I did. Probably not necessarily gonna make it about nothing. I'm probably just gonna talk to y'all. You know what I'm saying? Get some feedback. See what's going on. See how I could start off the new year. You know what I'm saying? With 10 more. How I keep it coming. Keep it coming. It's a new year. Beginning of the year. I gotta keep it coming. Books. My book. This vlog is basically about the book. So I'm basically going to start off with y'all with the books. Not saying I'm gonna start off with, it's just gonna be a daily book vlog. I'm gonna try to write a chapter a day, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna throw the chapter videos out, and I want y'all critiques. I want y'all to comment. I want y'all to make my brain think about my next chapter. And y'all, and I want y'all to think about what I'm gonna write in the next chapter, or chapter after that, or chapter after that. You know what I'm saying? And by that time, we should be done with the book. As fast as I work, as fast as y'all comment, subscribe, help me help you, man. Let's get this book out. Promotion. I'm promoting this book, so don't bear with me, man. It's vlog 9, vlog 10 tonight. Happy New Year's, happy holidays, and I'll see y'all later. You already.